Hi, this is Darren. This is my new bracelet I've made on the monster tail. I've called this the Hexawiggle. Okay, I've laid this one with 4 colours. You can do it with 2 colours, 4 colours, 6 colours, whichever you feel. Okay, just experiment through and come up with whatever pattern you want on it. Okay. Use the monster loom for this one. I'm using my metal tip hook, and 4 colours. I'm using blue, yellow, pink and orange. Okay, I'm going to show you how to start the band off. So what we do is we are going to double a band and put it across these first 2 pegs in a figure of 8. And we're going to do that again on the next 2 pegs, and again on the third 2 pegs. Okay, so you've got your 3 figure of 8s. Start with your first colour, which in this one is blue, and you put a triangle across, and then you put your second triangle across the other way. So you end up with that. Okay, so I've just quickly relayed the bands. So you've got your double crossovers at the bottom, the blue triangle with the yellow triangle, and we're just going to loop these bottom ones straight over the top of each peg. Turn your loom around and do the same on the other side. Okay, and then push down. So the yellow was the last one on this side, so turn your loom back round, and we're going to start with your third colour, sorry, which I'm going to use pink. So I'm going to go blue, yellow, pink, then orange. Okay. Okay, so we've laid the pink over. You've got 3 blues along the bottom of this peg, so you're just going to loop your blues up and over the top. Turn your loom around. Okay. And we're going to lay the orange on. And we're going to loop the 3 yellows over. And take the yellow down off of this side. Okay, and push down, and then start again. So with your blue across all 3 pegs, loop it up onto the middle. Okay, you've got 3 pinks on this side. We're going to loop all 3 pinks off of this side. And we're going to turn the loom around, and we're going to pick up the pink on the other side. And this is how you're going to loop it on every colour change now, all the way up the loom. As you can see from inside, it's just starting to show now, but you've actually got a hexagon inside, showing all 6 sides on the bands, and that's why I've called it the Hexawiggle, because you are building a hexagon, and the pattern when it comes out, it looks quite wiggly. So the next colour is yellow. We're going to put them across these 3 pegs, hook it up onto the middle peg, 3 oranges along this side. We're just going to loop those 3 up and over. You'll always leave 2 colours on the middle peg, turn around and pick up the orange off of the other side and push down. Pick up your next colour, which was pink, and loop that up and over the middle peg. Again, you've got 3 blues, so we're going to do blue this time, and we're going to loop the 3 blues on this side, and you turn your loom around and pick up the blue off of the other side. From there we're now going to lay the yellow, and loop 3 yellows over. Turn the loom around and pick up the other yellow and push down. The next colour was pink. Hook it up and over and loop these pinks over. Turn your loom around and pick up that pink. I think I missed out a colour somewhere there. We'll see. So I'm going to put the orange on this time. Yeah, because the colours at the bottom should be different to the ones that we're laying. So we'll loop the yellows over this time. And we're going to turn the band around and pick up the other yellow. Okay, sorry about that, my device ran out of memory. I'm going to do this a couple more times before I go off camera, finish the bracelet through, and then I'll show you how to take it off. So again, blue across, hook it up to the middle, loop your 3 pinks over, turn your loom around and pick up the pink on the other side. Push your bands down and we're going to lay the yellow. So across all 3, loop up to the middle, okay, and loop the 3 oranges over. Turn the board around and pick up the orange off the bottom of the middle peg. Push down, and then we're going to lay the pink, and we go across all 3 there and loop up to the middle peg, and this time we're going to loop over the blues. Turn your board around and pick up the blue off the middle peg, and then we're going to lay the last colour, which is the orange. And loop over the yellows and turn the board around and pick up the other yellow on the other side. Okay, if I can get enough of the band out, you can see we're starting to get that wiggle pattern on the bottom. Okay, it's quite easy, quite straightforward. Just put your triangles on, loop your bottom set of 3 and your middle one on the other side, and lay your triangle again and keep going. It's quite an easy bracelet. I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to finish the bracelet off and then I'll come back and show you how to take it off the loom. Okay, so I'm going to do one more set of colours and then I'll show you how to take it off the loom. If you forget where you're up to on your colours and you know you're doing, like I'm doing blue, yellow, pink, then orange. If you look at your middle peg, you've got 2 bands on the middle peg. You've got the blue, the pink, then the orange. So you know your colour scheme goes blue, yellow, pink, orange. Your next colour is then obviously blue. So I'm going to quickly do a blue. followed by the yellow, so you should have got the hang of looping these colours by now. So I'm just going to quickly do one more set of colours. So I've got blue and yellow. The next one, okay, so on my middle peg I've got blue followed by yellow, so the next colour is pink. And then orange on this side. Okay, so as you can see now we've got quite a nice length of the bracelet. Okay, good way to find out if your bracelet's long enough. If you grab your loops at the bottom, you've got two little loops on either side. That'll be where your S-clip will go through. Okay, so by holding that, if you loop it round your wrist, if your S-clip will touch the top of your monster tail here, your bracelet should be long enough. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put one more blue on this side. Okay, and we're going to, sorry, I've gone on the wrong side. Okay, it's on the pink side there, so we're going to put the ones over, and we're going to loop the pinks over. But on the middle one, we're going to pick up both bands and loop both bands over, and we just want to leave the blues on that side. Okay, and again on this side, we're going to pick up the two middle ones and loop it over. Okay, then so now you've just got one colour on each. So if you missed that, if it went off camera, you put in your blue across these three pegs and round to the middle. Okay, on here you loop over your bottom two, and on this peg you're looping the two bands that you've got left, and then back onto the other side you had two bands on your middle peg, you loop them. So now we're going to pick up the two outer bands and lay onto the middle peg. Okay, and loop your blue over the top, and on the other side again put your two bands onto your middle peg, loop the bottom blue over the top, take the two blues off of this side, take it over to meet the oranges on the other side, and then take it off of your loom. Okay, what I tend to do, I try and get just drop the oranges. If you stretch the bands out and get your fingers in between the looms, so you've got it on your fingers quite tight, you can actually pick up your S clip and hook it on quite neatly, and there you have it, completed Hexawiggle. You can find a better way of starting the bracelet so you make it a little bit tighter at the bottom with these two loops, then feel free to experiment. Any comments on that would be great. Okay, but But that is the Hexawiggle. Hope you enjoyed the video. Watch out for my next video